Hello and welcome to Top Sniffs. I'm Matt, cheers that click, hope you're doing well. Today I've got one from Ralph Lauren and it's Polo Cologne Intense. Saw this one on my local discounters for a good price, so I thought I'll give it a go and see what it's like. Let me run you the notes. From the top we've got Basil, Mint, Grapefruit. In the mid, Clary Sage, Violet Leaf and Thyme, and at the base, Ambroxan, Patchouli and Vetiver. So, it's classified as an aromatic fougere. What I get from this fragrance is a super green blast of mint and grapefruit, straight from the top. It's got a really herbaceous, herbal punch to it. It's dry, it's sharp, it's fresh and brisk at the same time. But after about 5 to 10 minutes, the violet leaf comes through and the ambroxan, which stays throughout this fragrance. So it's quite an ambroxan heavy fragrance. It's clean, fresh. The thyme notes come through as it dries down. It's quite green. You get a nice grassy green vetiver from this fragrance. It's fresh, clean. It's the grassy green. It's more like a fresh sort of spring field full of grass. So it's that very clean vetiver feel to it. It does say Cologne Intense. It feels more like an eau de toilette. I can't see anything on the box which tells you actually what the concentration is, other than it just says Cologne Intense. But I'd say it's more of an eau de toilette than anything else, and it performs more like an eau de toilette. I've mostly been wearing it for work. It's been really hot recently, so this has been super in the heat and really good for work, so I'm quite impressed with it. It is great in the warm. The more I've worn this fragrance, I feel the better it's got. The first time I wore it, I thought it was all right, it's okay. It's just a very sort of generic, clean, green fragrance. But I've appreciated it more the further it's sort of been on my skin and the more I've sort of got to know it really. It projects fairly well. The longevity is between 6 and 7 hours, nothing sort of ginormous, but it does last a day of work. As long as I spray sort of fairly heavy, I can smell it when I get back. It's got a lovely scent trail though. I have got a compliment from this. Someone at work said it smelled nice and it smelled like I was going to go out on the town, so I think that's fairly good. But it's just a really nice, clean fragrance. It does lean more masculine, I would say, and more mature, as it's sort of very fresh. It doesn't have much sweetness, a little bit of bitterness to it. It cost about £35 for this 59ml. I don't know why it's not 60. That's a bit annoying actually. I find it. They don't just round it up to 60ml, but it's, I don't know, a nice little bottle. It'd probably be good in a sort of like a gym bag or carry if you're going anywhere for this size. The atomizer's all right, nothing amazing, but it, yeah, fine. Lid clicks into place, and yeah, traveling, I think this would be great for if you're going away for work, stick it in your bag and go off with it. So it does lean more masculine, more mature fragrance. For the price I paid for it, which was £35 for this 59ml, I think it's okay. I wouldn't want to pay much more for it, to be honest. It did remind me of another fragrance though, Versace Dylan Blue. I think if you've got this fragrance, the Polo might be a little bit redundant. They are quite similar. This one is a lot more punchier though. The performance on the Versace is a lot better to the Polo green, but they are fairly nice. I'd say this one's probably more spring and autumn. This one more summertime and warmer weather, but they're both quite nice fragrances, but they do similar jobs. So I'll wear this one more for the summer and then Versace for the rest of the year if I need that sort of clean Ambroxan type fragrance. But I am going to enjoy wearing this over the summer, and I think it's going to be really nice just for a daily work fragrance that I can stick on and know I'm going to smell good for the day and be fairly fresh and clean. So really nice fragrance. Quite sort of, I wouldn't say generic, but very likable, very pleasing, and I think a good safe one for work really, but very nice. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Matt. You've been watching Top Sniffs. Cheers.